Hello, Tattered Tammy here. I am coming on today to show you all my latest project that I finished. It is for a fellow creator that I admire very much. And we decided to do a swap. I've been watching and seeing what she's been creating and waiting to swoop in and get a journal for myself for quite some time. She is so whimsical and she creates with such honesty. And I just love her. I love her style. I love her spirit. And I have learned a lot from her. We'll just say that. I tend to be a very A-type personality, and I've never thought of myself as an artist. I craft, I sew, I tend to think of true artists as people who come up with things that are original, that don't hold to the so-called rules that people want to put in place. And they come up with something new, completely new. And I never thought of myself as that because I can take something that's already there and tweak it and make it mine or put a spin on it, but I don't think that I've ever allowed myself to do something that like think outside the box and come up with something that has not been seen or done. And I know there's really nothing new under the sun, but sometimes you see things and you're just like, oh, wow, how did their brain do that, right? So I've never thought of myself as that. But Miss Amber, I think that what stops most of us from being that creative is that we fear the unknown. This is for myself I'm speaking, and maybe it's the same for other people, is the fear of the unknown does not allow us to go there, to be truly free to do and to go and to make and to think in a different way from what we've been told is, okay to do and think and be. So anyway, people like her, I just think are amazing. And so when we decided to do the swap, I was like, what can I make her that she has not already done for herself, but that would speak to her heart? And I was like, I want to make something that looks like her dreams. Like what would her dreams be like, right? And so that's what I decided to do. So I had I made this book totally from scratch. I had some cardboard from a pad of paper or something that was big enough, because this thing is big and heavy. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. And so it is 12 inches by 9 inches and the spine is 3 inches. Like, I wanted her to have plenty of space to draw and write her thoughts, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to use this for her favorite things so that it's all about her. So I made it from the cardboard, and I did my usual where I covered the cardboard with like a brown paper bag. And then, I glued that. And then I covered that with, I had some wallpaper and fabric. So this is the starry wallpaper. And then I had this fabric that I used on the spine. And I covered the back with the starry wallpaper, and then I added like a seam binding. It's cotton though. And then I put the buttons, and I sewed those in with some black thread, and I triple layered a punched out butterfly with a little bit of light cardboard, and then on the flip side it's yellow wallpaper, because I wanted it to kind of be 3D. And then I had some wallpaper that was like tie-dye butterflies, and like, but only a brighter color. And I cut out the name, and then I did the name again in the white and just layered that. And I wanted to do like bubble letters because she likes the 80s too. I'm an 80s girl. And then I just used my hole punch and punched out the circles and added those to the cover too. Then I wanted to make her like a chunky dango, and she can take this off if she wants. So there's bottle cap and tape for the 80s. This has I just wanted it to be kind of fun and random. I thought she would appreciate that. And some of the bell at the bottom, some of the fabric on there. So I like that. Okay. Going inside. So I used that, what I made the name out of, to make pockets in the back and in the front. And there's the tag. And I didn't add anything to this except for the papers because I want her to make this her own. To do whatever she wishes to do in this book. And I tried to really select pages that just reminded me of her, or that I thought would allow her to, represent herself. And we all know she loves the bears, so there's quite a few bears in there. Plenty of open spaces for her to, it's so thick though, I'm not sure she'll be able to bulk it up much more. But, she can remove pages or do whatever she likes in this book. So I'm going to quickly flip through here. There's a lot of wallpaper in here because I had got a wallpaper book that I thought would be perfect. for this that I thought she would love. And then there's a little bit of me in here too. Because none of us are all one thing, are we? We tend to like different things, and I'm the type of person that it depends on the day or what I'm going through in life, or, you know, what I'm liking at the time. And, you know, things you can change. So hopefully I got it right. This came from, I had won an auction, and in part of the grouping box of things was a box of canvas, and it was like huge. And I was thinking, oh, that'll be wonderful. I can do my rust dyeing with it. And it turned out to actually be somebody's photos. Of course, you know, the auctions are from estates. And so, like, this was part of that. They were somebody that did photography. And maybe they were cast off photos. Some of them, you know, maybe they were misprints or something like that, but they kept them in the box. So I still thought, oh, I could paint over them though, or whatever. But then when I was doing this journal, because this journal was so big, I thought, oh, I could use those. Like, that was part of it. So I don't know if they did like small business photos for small businesses, or agencies and things like that, it seemed like. So here's another one. I don't know who this little boy is. This is a pocket here. I tied the leftover strings from the binding on a paper clip. Lots of different types of pages that she can, and I wanted to make sure that I included mostly the thicker papers so that she can paint, draw, and not have to worry about the integrity of the papers, or whether, you know, like, this is very thick. Most of these are very sturdy wallpapers or papers that I included. This is gorgeous. That was in that pack. I have no idea where this is, but that is a very thick canvas. Maps and book pages. I tried to find some kind of more whimsical things. I'm not usually that kind of a person, and you guys know, but I can appreciate that style. I know that we need that lighthearted playfulness in our lives, right? So, I hope she likes it and will enjoy using it. To document her daily, and this is the pocket. I still have to sign it for her. And the other thing that I did, because there's 5 signatures here, that I made this one removable so that it can kind of be an everlasting journal if she likes. She can take this middle section out of here. I did sew these pages together though, and then she can make her own. You know, once she fills things up or wants to change things out, then she can put another signature in there if she likes. And just as a little surprise to show you just how much Amber has inspired me, I wrote a poem for her, and it's called Amber Dreams. There's a place in the world where crickets roar, lions chirp, and dolphins soar. Crocodiles dance, ostrich swims, pigs and cows go out on a limb. The moon is hot, the sun is cold. Hippos are thin and bunnies are bold. Plants talk back, trees give hugs. A house can bloom and bears will snug. The earth stands still, but the sky moves. People are people, and all approve. The air is a rainbow, we breathe in song. It comes in the night, but doesn't last long. A universe awesome yet to be seen, created in wonder, as Amber dreams. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.